I want to talk about developing a noble family, and most of the message will be around communication. One of the main goals of a healthy family is to create a safe place for each family member to thrive, and this requires honest, heartfelt communication and caring and loving environment. I want to give you 4 goals of communication. 4 goals of communication. In other words, when we're communicating, what are we actually trying to accomplish? And number 1 is understanding. We are communicating to understand one another. Let me tell you what we are not communicating to do. We are not communicating to agree. We are not communicating to make the other person know I'm right. We're communicating so that you understand what it is I'm actually feeling, saying, and I understand what you're actually feeling, saying, and we understand each other. Number 2, connection. When we communicate, we're communicating to build connection. If we do a good job communicating, when we leave the dialogue, we should feel more connected, not less connected. Help me understand, part of the challenge in communication is I feel like if we talk about it, we will be less connected. And I have the fear of disconnection, the fear of rejection, you might call it. So the goal of communication, good communication, is connection. Number 3, hope. One of the goals of communication is hope. So we may not come to a conclusion, like we dialogue, like you tell me how you feel about something, I understand it, I tell you how I feel about it, we come to an understanding, but we may not come to a decision at that moment. But we need to leave with a sense of hope that this is going to work out. So sometimes, other things have to happen for the circumstance to work out. But we leave there knowing that it will work out. We will have hope. And then the last one is redemption. We are communicating for redemption. Whatever it is that happens in our communication, it needs to lead to Jesus died on the cross to redeem, not just to redeem us to salvation, but how many know to redeem the world? So the idea is that whatever we talk about at the end of the day, when the conversation is over, it should feel redemptive. So therefore, it's necessary to listen from the heart, not just the head. This is really a big deal to me, and I think for all of us. And I have to honestly say that this is a skill that I'm learning to develop. I'm 64 years old, so the chances that I'm going to be like a master at it probably are growing dimmer. There are some people in this room that are just amazing at it. So I'm growing at it, but the goal is to listen from the heart. Guys, I'm mostly talking to you. Like, listen from the heart and not just the head. And that means somebody may not get the words exactly right. I did a 30-second spot. Yeah, 30 minutes. I did a 30-second spot in the movie Unplanned. 30 seconds. They recorded 3 hours for 30 seconds. How many understand if you want to get exactly right, you do it over and over and over and over again. So what are the chances that in a dialogue with some emotion behind it, that the words are going to be perfect? Probably not going to happen. So the goal is that I listen from the heart. I'm like, okay, you said you hate me, but maybe you're trying to just say, I'm desperate.